Hey everyone, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered. This video is about how to recalibrate an MV3 Send It level, an electronic level for your rifle, and also how to confirm your scope is level. Hope you enjoy. Welcome back to Is Your Six Covered. Appreciate you showing up. Today we're in the basement confirming stuff. So I'm getting ready to head off, do another loop around the United States, and as of now I'm still shooting the Hornet or the Bergara MG Light. This is in 6.5 Creedmoor, and I'll be doing some NRL Hunter matches. So I was putting this all back together, and I had to do a barrel swap from last year, so I had to order a brand new Bergara MG Light barrel for this. So I had to take everything apart and changing a few things up, but a lot of you guys, whether you're PRS, NRL Hunter, you're starting to see these, basically these LRA or Send It levels that work amazing. So the problem is a lot of people aren't confirming that their chassis is perfectly straight and that their scope is perfectly straight. So right here, there's a line back here. This is my plumb blob line. It is, basically a perfectly level line that I use for confirming that my scope is, the reticle is perfectly lined up straight. So as I take a shot and the farther out I get, I'm not going to the left or right from basically spin drift or wind. It's maybe my reticle's off a little bit. So it's basically multiplying anything that I have to do. So I want to confirm that my reticle's straight. But today's video is about the LRA Send It and how to confirm or to basically know that everything's looking perfect. So when I first put this rifle together, I took one of these, basically this is a 90-degree mount from a spur, for a spur scope mount. And on the rules, NRL Hunter says that you can't drill or tap any holes. And luckily this Bergara actually has some holes down here for what would normally be a thumb, depending on if you're right or left-handed. It's on both sides. So I'm utilizing that. So I tapped and died and ground down the thing so it would fit and there wouldn't be any issues because I haven't changed the chassis at all. So when I put this on here and I turned on the LRA Send It, it was showing 2 blue marks. So what I needed to do is confirm. I have a bubble level up here. I have a bubble level on the chassis, and I knew that it was way off. So what I did was I grabbed basically this bridge for like a night vision setup for NRL, or for an MPA chassis. And I'm utilizing this as some real estate to confirm that my chassis is perfectly level this way and this way. So I've done that. I used my bubble level from my iPhone that works really well. Use the one that has both axes. And I put it on here, and this confirms that my rifle is level this way and this way. Now my bubble levels here and on my scope rings are looking really good. The problem is I never had a chance to confirm that this scope is actually perfectly, the reticle is perfectly in line with the plumb bob. So I'm doing that now. But for this video, I needed to somehow recalibrate this MV3 is the model number, but it's an LRA Send It, because it was way off. It was showing double blues, even though the rifle was actually, I know that it's perfectly level in both axes. So while this is on, if you go basically light to bright to light to bright, or basically dim to dark brightest, dim to brightest, quite a few times you'll get a flash, and then you'll get 2 lights that'll shine. And that's basically saying, okay, this is going to be the confirmed that your rifle is level, and then you'll get a constant green light. So now that my rifle is completely level, I know that the chassis is level, I know that my Send It level is level, my bubbles are looking good. I need to confirm that the reticle inside of here is actually level as well. So even though my rifle's perfectly level, even though everything shows level, I could have that scope where it's way off, or just a couple mils off, or a couple tenths of a mil off. And that's gonna definitely mess up my long range shooting. So up close, I won't notice it as much, but as I reach out to like 800 yards, 1,000 yards, that 0.1 off or so definitely magnifies that bullet. So if you're gonna do this and you're gonna spend the time and energy to do this, we might as well do it right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the room dark, and I'm gonna backlight my reticle. It's gonna project onto this wall here, and I'll be able to see if those lines actually match up to this. So if I'm way off, I know that my scope is definitely way off. And then what I'll do is I'll loosen these caps back up, turn this to what would make it so that the lines touch from top to bottom, so that I know that everything is perfectly in line. Reset my screws, and now I know that my rifle, when I'm shooting and it's showing a green light, I know that my reticle along with my rifle chassis in action are as straight as they're going to be. So hopefully getting a couple extra hits down range. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks. You guys take care. If you like videos like this, like, share, and subscribe. Definitely. All right, so I got the lights off. I got my flashlight here. Basically what we're doing is, see that plumb bob line? We want the reticle, the up and down, or the vertical line to line up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this inside of the scope. It's backlighting it. I don't know what I'm stepping on. You can see right here, this is the reticle. And I have it set away a little bit to show you guys what I'm trying to do. I'm basically trying to line up this line here and have it perfectly on there. So if it's at an angle like this where it's crossing over and not doing what it needs to be, and it needs to be straight, I'm gonna go back into this scope, undo basically these caps, the top of this rings basically, turn this the way I need to in order to adjust that line to be correct. And then go ahead and retighten these down to the inch pounds that it needs to be. And now you got a completely dialed rifle. You got it level here. You got the rifle completely level, and you know that your reticle is perfectly set up.